So today we will discuss offer document and what exactly offer document refers to and what are all the important parts of offer document. So firstly, we need to know how to read the offer document. Then we'll go for what exactly offer document refers to. So mutual fund are very what we can say that very popular the way the institutions which you can invest more and which you can invest and get a return over there with a less risk. This is a common thing. Uh, by looking at the statement, mutual fund sahi hai. Hope all of you are aware about that. So it's a right way to get better return over there. And before investing into the mutual fund schemes, any schemes as per the investor preferences, you need to know about offer document. So in offer document, it contained a detailed information about mutual fund scheme offered by an asset management company to the public for investing purposes. What the information is given by the mutual fund scheme to the public for investment purposes is nothing but offer document. And uh, the distributors or agents or brokers of a mutual fund take an advantage of this opportunity and convince novice investors to invest in a mutual fund. So, what are the brokers, agents are there? The mutual fund distributors are there. They can convince the people to novice the investors in the sense that they can come aware about that mutual fund schemes. What are all the offers? What are all the schemes which is offered by the mutual fund? They can convince the people to invest more and more into the mutual fund scheme. However, in the excitement of a pursuit of a wealth creation, many investors tend to overlook some important aspects of investment. One such aspect is reading the mutual fund offer document. So, only the distributor offered you to invest into mutual fund, you won't go for it. Just you need to know, you need to get aware about each and every aspects, every details of a mutual fund scheme. Then only you can go for investing into different schemes which is offered by any mutual fund company. So that's why offer document which can uh, provide you proper information to the investors or the public, whether it may be related to different schemes offered, or whether it may be related to what are the procedure, or whether it may be related to. We will see in the next part uh, the different parts of a offer document, like uh, scheme information document and SAIs, statement of additional information. So in that, each and every information you will get through the that particular two parts which is contained in offer document. To make any kind of investment, the best approach is to take a responsibility, research on various options available, compare and then make a prudent decision. In the same applies to the mutual fund investment as well. So you can go for any investment, whether it may be the stock or whatever you are going to make an investment. First of all, you need to know the various options available. You need to compare that particular investment to other. You have, say for example, you have four options you to invest your uh, your money, your fund into different investments. So, there are four options in front of you people. So what you will do, just you need to take a responsibility to research on various options. You need to research that four options which is available in front of you, which option is which option you can give a preference, and you can compare the four different options which is available you to that you need to make comparison, and then you can get an idea about where I need to invest and where I need to get a better return over there. So these are all the common things. These are all the common things which you need to come across while investing into any investment institutions or any investment. So in the same way, it applies to the mutual fund too. Instead of relying blindly on your mutual fund broker, agent, distributor, You, as an investor, should go through the offer document of the mutual fund scheme if you wish to invest in carefully and then take a decision. So of course there are lot of distributors, lot of uh, agents available, brokers available you through the website. First, you need to know, instead of going blindly what they are telling, what the distributor are telling to invest in the scheme, instead of going blindly to investing into the mutual fund, first being a responsible investor, right? You should know each and every information about the mutual fund scheme. That is nothing but offer document. You should go through the offer document. Then definitely you can get aware, or definitely you can get an idea about where to invest, how to invest, and where I can get a better return. So these are all the common things which you can uh, study by the offer document. Once you go through the offer document, definitely you will you will identify the key areas where I need to invest and how I can buy the schemes. So every aspects of information, every information you will get, each and every information you will get through the mutual fund scheme, mutual fund offer document. So you need to carefully, you need to go with you need to read carefully whatever the information is available in offer document. Then you can take a decision about the uh, where you need to invest into the mutual fund. Next part of this uh, session is what is a mutual fund offer document. As I said, mutual fund offer document is nothing but it's a document. The name itself says it's a document which contains the details of a particular mutual fund scheme offered by an asset management company to the public for the investing is known as mutual fund offer document, or we can call it as a shortly prospectus. It's like a prospectus which includes each and every information which is available, which is helpful for the investors and the public uh, with the initiation of AMC. With the initiation of AMC, it can provide each and every information about the scheme which is offered by the mutual fund scheme. So mainly, this offer document, what we can call it, comprises two parts. As I said, one is SID and one more is SAI. So SID stands for the scheme information document, and SAI is about statement of additional information. So let me explain that one. A document containing a detail of a particular mutual fund scheme offered by an asset management company to the public for investing is known as mutual fund offer document or a prospectus. This document comprises two parts, as I said, SID as well as SAI. So, the scheme information document, shortly known as SID, it consists an important information regarding the scheme, such as uh, the investment objectives, right? The pattern of asset allocation, what are the risks involved in that, and what is the investment approach, and who are the fund manager, and what are all the benchmark index, what the fees they are going to charge, and what the expenses for that particular mutual fund scheme, etc., etc., that is included in scheme information document. The scheme information document name itself reveals that it will provide a proper information about scheme, that particular scheme. If you select any scheme, it will provide the proper information like the allocation of your assets, and what are all the involved risk in that particular mutual fund scheme, and what is the investment approach they need to follow, and who are the fund manager of that particular mutual fund scheme, along with that benchmark index in the sense that the you need to compare with the best uh, companies, best comparison, what you need to do, best practices, that index you need to do comparison with the different one, and what are the uh, fees charged by the mutual fund scheme, and what the expenses uh, which is uh, available, which is there in the mutual fund scheme. So that the information given into the that scheme information document. The statement of additional information, again SAI stands for uh, it carries a statutory all the statutory information, statutory regulation of a mutual fund house that can be provided by in uh, statement of additional information. So in this part you will get all the statutory information which the mutual fund company need to follow. So all that particular provision, all that particular rules is included in statement of additional information, so that you can get a clear idea about, clear provisions about, clear information about the mutual fund scheme. So this is what exactly we can say, that there are two important part of a offer document, that is SID as well as SAI, right? So SID is nothing but scheme information document, and SAI stands for statement of additional information. So that's why these are all the formats. These are all the two formats, two parts which is prescribed by the SEBI, and they have to submit it to the SEBI. The fund house can also include any disclosures that it feels is necessary for the investors. So, as per the SEBI, uh, it has a two important part in a offer document. Even though if the fund house or a mutual fund company, AMC, what we can call, it can add some other uh, information, or they disclose few more informations they feels to express with the investors, then it means that is also they can include it in this part. So so this is what exactly offer document refers to, and what are all the two important part in offer document. So let me explain once again. Let me revise once again. Offer document is nothing but it's a document which contains the particular information, the detailed information about the scheme which is offered by the asset management company, and for the public or for the investors is nothing but offer document, or we can call it as prospectus. And it has a two important parts, that is scheme of information document and statement of additional information. And that includes scheme information document consists the important information like investment objectives, right, asset allocation, what are the risk involved, the fund manager expenses, fees. So each and everything about the scheme related information that is included in this document. Again, SAI stands for statement of additional information, which included in that all the statutory provisions, all the statutory information which is included in the SAI. So hope you clear